we are moments away from the drafting phase. We're ready. You guys have got to be ready because this is the moment we've been waiting for. This draft is so integral to how the game goes that we can't stress enough how interesting it is coming in. So Bigetron and Rebellion finally opted to swap sides.
Okay.
Rebellion Zion was second pick instead of first pick for 2 games in a row. Do you think that after seeing the statistics of blue side and red side, we'll expect a different outcome, perhaps, here in game number 3?
Maybe. After that game especially, I would expect a different outcome. But it will be a very similar band here.
Look at what they're forcing out of Rebellion Zion right now. They're forcing out a lot of big picks, right? The Paquito still up for grabs, the Irithel as well. These 2 picks that were always banned out in the first 2 phases in the drafting phase have been left open. Heck, even the Joy and the Valentina. 4 heroes up for the grabs, and Rebellion only has a choice of 1 more. What do they go for?
Got 1 more. The Paquito.
Yeah, Paquito's already there. I mentioned it first there. Valentina becomes the choice. They want to take it away from Moreno. And now, do they choose to go for the 100% Cerezo win rate of Paquito? Yes, they do.
The Paquito.
The Paquito, another hero that is very Cerezo signature. Let's see what will he cook in this game. Rebellion Zion though, what will they respond with here, right? I mean, Novaria is still on the board. Irithel is also on the board, and there you go, Novaria, and as well as Irithel should be, or Fredrin, perhaps.
Ooh. I think you need to take that Irithel away, man. When the Irithel's up for grabs like this, especially considering, oh, they go for Fred. They go for Fred. Oh, risky choice.
So it's wise, Flex, but Irithel?
With the Paquito, remember the mobility here. They go for the Raph. So much mobility, healing, sustain as well, and again, meta picks. Cryo meta picks.
So Irithel, and I feel like if they really want to go crazy, Rafaela might work.
Yep. Gotta agree with you there. If it's not the Irithel Rafaela, and the Irithel is 100% already. My God, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the fans in the building, man. Both Bigetron Alpha and Rebellion Zion fans going ham, supporting their team. Respect to both. True sportsmanship. Just supporting, no hate. Kadita is the option though. No Raph.
My goodness, the Kadita. We have yet to seen a Kadita today. This is going to be the Kadita debut for playoff season 12. Mid lane or roam? It's still up in the air here, ladies and gentlemen.
It should be Flex. Definitely huge flex here. And I don't know what you guys are feeling, but I'm getting goosebumps from the crowd right now.
Same.
I didn't expect this much energy from this match, but here we are. And Rebellion Zion go in for a Franco.
Signature.
I thought they might want to go for something like even a Faramis. I know it's far-fetched, but against a Kadita, sometimes in certain situations, depending on how you execute it, the Cult Altar can deny away that kill pressure wave to Kadita, but they go for something a little bit more secure instead. They go for range, they go for pickoff with the Novaria and the Franco combo. That will be deadly. This is not a normal Franco. This is not a Franco that you see on a random person. This is Audi TZ coming in. He made his debut on the Franco, and this is when he was able to turn a lot of heads. And this is the danger that Rebellion Zion are now holding over Bigetron.
At this point, I like the fact that you brought up the Faramis. I like the fact that you brought up a lot of different picks, but at this point, when everything is on the line, there's only one thing that's safe, and that's your pocket pick. That's your comfort pick. They're all going for comfort. Vincent on the Fredrin, Novaria for Sway Law, and the signature Franco. Highest win rate for him this season.
And it brings us to the fun fact of multiple seasons, rather, Throne King and the Alpha. Other than Onyx and RRQ, BTR is another contender that has never missed the MPL ID playoffs since the franchise began.
Wow, that's a huge achievement. But then again, it's gonna be the Minotaur here, another hero that has a high crowd control, eliminated. But I feel like the Franco response was a very good response. Why? Because Bigetron's composition has a lot of mobility and they need lockdown. With Franco in their hands, they have a suppression, they have a lockdown, and that might just be the set, just set the tempo.
Look at the fans.
Fans are going crazy, they're going wild, my guy.
Did you see one of the posters?
No, what did it say?
Sayonara.
Sayonara. Hey, that's a bit too early. Don't get. Hey, man, you gotta always try to, stay composed, man. Stay composed.
To season 8.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, ladies and gentlemen. But really, I mean, Indonesian MLBB is different, man. Always. We gotta love the fans. Gotta appreciate them for the passion that they have for this esports. Phenomenal support. Even Rebellion, a relatively new team.
Okay, Rebellion here. They're opting for a marksman last pick. What is good here? Against Irithel, against this composition, will they pull off an Ixia?
Let's think about this, right? Because Heis is notoriously known to have a large hero pool as well, right? He's not just an MM player. Do you think we might find something crazy in the gold lane against this Irithel?
The Emperor's order.
No, I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm thinking Brody. Oh, the Akai. The Grok and the Akai. So much CC on top of the damage of the Irithel already, and that's going to be a Grok roam, folks. It's Kadita on the hands of Moreno. As a BTR, fan, yes, that makes much more sense than Key on Kadita. The KK combo ain't it.
And again, right? The heavy spin, the wild charge, it can cancel out the bloody hunt that Franco has in his kit. With the wild charge, with the heavy spin, just one nudge, it will just cancel out that lockdown, suppression.
With so much lockdown, we're looking at the man on the screen right now. The man of the hour, what is he going to utilize in the gold lane?
Bruno.
Make it or break it. He goes for Bruno.
We saw how this matchup worked in the first series, Bruno Irithel. That was where Geek was able to bully the Bruno in game 3 of the first match. It's the same matchup here with Kadita as well. Bruno might actually be forced to use the Purify up against this much CC. If he doesn't, it's a risky play.
Here it begins. The final countdown. The final game to end the series if Bigetron can take it.
Jeez.
The stakes ever so high. Go big or go home as we enter the Land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen, for possibly the final time for the Blue Bulls as they defend their honor, they defend their name, looking for a comeback victory against the all-ever intrusive AI Bigetron Alpha.
Will the Blue Bulls find an Omega going up against the Alphas? Or will it be programmed to win? This time finds its mark.
You're right here, Bruno. Purify.
It has to go for the Purify. Too much of a risk to go for anything else. If he goes for the Flicker, say goodbye to him. He's going to be picked off very easily by any one of these members. Rock Wild Charge, Super Ken Heavy Spin, a Petrified Kadita with the Breath of the Ocean.
Knocked up your sway low. Still have the Flicker, will use it as well. But with that is going to be information pre-turtle. That sway low has no Flicker.
And taking a look.
Like both of these teams, both of the roamers right now, even Super Moreno looking for a little bit more flex over the other team. AudiTZ was able to actually bait in the buff, buy a little bit more time for his team, but Bigetron is mad.
More members docking up Vincent, and take a look at the invade. Man, Car's a little bit late to the party. Looking like it's gonna be, Super Sorizo no comp. Take a look at the damage. It will come through Audi. Quite low here. Has a Flicker, will use it. but the onward will be canceled out. Now, Super Key and Super Ken, 1v2 practically. Novaria from far ahead. Cars dives in under the turret.
3 flickers.
Wow.
We're just burnt out in that team fight. A retribution is still up for Vincent, but again, that level lead should be in favor of Super Ken. And again, this matchup, the reason the Akai is such a hot pick in the first series, and even here in the first game of this series, remember, it was banned out from Rebellion Zion, is the fact that it's never, wait, did that connect on the turtle? I think it did, but yeah, it's never a 50-50. For the Akai, it's mostly an 80-20, and that's being very, very generous. I would say 90-10.
Oh my lord. Let's see here, Heisemore, not level 4, has no worldy, but is at a quarter HP. And it seems like with that, the first turtle will go to the hands of Bigetron Alpha, no problem here, ladies and gentlemen.
Here it is, another move coming in. Oh, there you go, Super Key.
Good wall charge, good petrify as well. Franco will be the target as Audi has no bloody hunt just yet, but good pull here under the turret. But Chive jumps in, finding the kill as Super Key falls as well. Heisemore might be making topping glove, but both marksmen will be taken out as Vincent claims the double.
Quite messy for both of those teams.
Very messy.
But at the end of the day, Rebellion Zion had the better trade in terms of men. But as a whole, general scheme of things, who won that?
Rebellion, 100% that team fight. Bigetron Alpha completely, I would say, a bit too overconfident, overextended way too much. Right as the rough waves gets popped and you're not able to get a kill, that should have been the sign to go back. In Rebellion, they knew that. They knew that they were overstepping. That's why Rebellion kept on going and fully punished Bigetron Alpha. Vincent going in.
Oh, with the retribution as well, Super Moreno now will be forced to use the rough waves to escape. That's info that Moreno can't pick off, can't one combo any members of Rebellion Zion.
Was that advantageous targeting though? Using all of that onto the roamer?
Yeah.
Or Bigetron Alpha? Is that something that is common, something that we see? Should that have been worth it?
To go for Audi TZ right up top. I think if it was a kill, it would have been okay. Getting this Franco to a position where he is behind will do wonders for them, because technically the playmaking comes from Audi TZ. So you can understand what they were trying to go for. They're trying to shut Audi TZ on his comfort pick. But now, it seems like Rebellion wants to contest for this neutral objective. Heavy spin still ready.
Echo spots 3 as well. As Chive and Moreno joins the fight. Good stun, good onward, but no clear follow-up. Victory battle will be for Super Key. What the heck? Vincent now disengaging. No casualties from that turtle take.
He stole that with a wild charge.
That's why it's called the wild charge, right? It's
Very
wild.
wild.
You don't know when it's coming. Super Ken retries and they get it. Wait.
Oh, good suppression here. Take a look at the damage. But Moreno with the airborne on towards 3 as 2 members from the side of Zion falls.
Oh, that is not what you want to see for Rebellion Zion. Oh, Heis! No. With a loss of a 43-minute game, their mental is already being questioned here, and with a big combo like that, it's another test to the Blue Bulls.
That was so unfortunate for Rebellion Zion. They had to lose the entirety of that neutral objective to a wild charge. On top of that, they get knocked up like that, and more kills are being placed on the board. Bigetron Alpha now in the 5th minute of the game, already with a 3K gold lead. So a very different story as to what we saw in game number 1 and game number 2 for Rebellion Zion. This is already a Bigetron Alpha heavy match.
3,000 gold lead, Mirko Eterna, in the first 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes of the game. That's not a good sign indeed, as even structure-wise, Zion, they're behind. Me, Super Ken, looking for the invite. Heisemore is there to give the poke damage. But it seems like Vincent still has more control. Retry battle will fall to the hands of
Super Ken.
Super Ken, wow. Good taunt, Super Ken, as he was ready to provide cover if needed.
I mean, little things like that, man. It may not seem like much. The fact that Audi TZ missed on a taunted target, maybe it's just, you know, a small mistake, but it shows you that maybe they are tilted. Maybe that game really did, you know, punch him bad in the mental department here. Cars is losing lane. The Paquito's free in the bottom lane. Rebellion are not doing anything to try to defend it, and Chorizo's just capitalizing.
Keep your eye on Moreno. Let's see. Good wall charge. What the combo as well. Vincent now connects with the Petrify. Now Vincent trying to survive. Finds the escape route. But Super Key. Oh, good read engage. Super Key falls. Super Moreno will be taking out Cars though. Will not survive as the heavy spin claims a life. Vincent now next on the chopping block. It will be a 3-4-2.
That was an unfortunate chain of events. I mean, as a general whole, Rebellion Zion were able to get 2 for 3 in trade. But that hook onto Super Ken was a nail in the coffin for Vincent. And with that being said, Bigetron Alpha still have control over the gold lead, and it's also reflected into the items.
It's very concerning that Bigetron Alpha with a lead like that wasn't able to get a clean trade. Rebellion were actually able to get a few kills on board. Highs got a kill onto Chorizo. No bounty, but that's a W. He's slowly but surely catching up. It's still 1,000 gold lead though for Shiva. So as long as Bigetron Alpha keep their carries in this position, it should still be all good for them.
7 minutes in, a minute to the next Lord. Well, not the next, the first Lord, rather. Rebellion Zion here, I am asking myself, what do they need to do to equalize in the economy department? I feel like they need to just wait and play actively. They can't really initiate. Sure, they can by using hooks, but other than their hooks, I feel like they should wait.
Hard nature, man.
Well, Vincent now jumping and looking for the clear in the top lane. Shiva, half HP. Good poke burst there, but it seems like it will not be enough to take him down just yet.
Does Rebellion Zion have the patience to do that though? Do they have the patience? Do they have the kit to withstand how much aggression Bigetron Alpha are outputting at this moment? Because clearly, they definitely need Kaiser more to catch up in the gold department. But do they have that patience, determination, and as well as the arsenal to do so?
Determination, no doubt. The patience is what's concerning for Rebellion Zion, right? The fact of the matter is, in the regular season, they're a 15-minute team. If they get the lead early game, they will end in the 15th minute. They're a death ball type of a team. If they lose out in the early game, they very rarely are able to come back. If they do, it's up to Audi TZ.
Oh, good catch as well. Petrify connects. Audi will have enough sustain, even though he has no Athena there. So let's see here again. Rebellion Zion trying to contest for the Lord, but it doesn't really favor their side. Chive spotted. Good stun as well by K. Take a look at damage. Cars missing his onward. That might be huge. As Bigetron, they're looking for a de-engage. Hook doesn't connect. And take a look at the other side of the map. So Rizal chunks a quarter of HP, but the Lord will be secured by Super Ken comfortably. Rebellion Zion, should they pull the trigger? Good suppression, good block, good crowd control. So Rizal gets taken out. P as well. Rebellion Zion, the gamble paid off. And take a look at Heisel. Oh my god, Shive finds the double.
That was a 2-level lead from Super Ken to get that Lord, yet Rebellion Zion still went in for the call to commit, to go in for that risky play. Was it worth it?
Definitely not worth it. I mean, it's a 2 for 2, but guess who got the Lord and guess which members fell? Bigetron Alpha, they lost their XP and their roamer. Rebellion lost their gold laner. The member, they need to mount a comeback. Need to farm. I mean, look at the gold lead here from Shiva. About to be 3,000 right now as they're looking to siege down mid lane.
No answer for that tier 1. Rebellion will be able to clear for that inner, but the Lord is already marching in the bottom lane. Rebellion Zion here, they need to sacrifice all the inners, it seems like here. Bigetron Alpha playing a perfect game.
Honestly, that's all they can do. They play to their strengths of their composition, which is the range that they have. Eventually, Rebellion Zion will get to a point where that damage coming in from Suelo should be enough. But oh no!
The wild charge and the chain crowd control was a little bit too much there as Cars taken out completely. And take a look at Moreno. Already showing off with the recalls as well. The jungle is now fully controlled by the red robots.
The talking Terminator, now the taunting Terminator. You can even call him the... Oh, wow!
Good hook! Moreno, that's instant karma.
That's literally instant karma. Hey, don't recall, man. It happened to me as well. Every time I recall, I just die in game. It gives the opponents a lot more of a, you know, motivation, man. You recall in their face and they're like, all right, let's target this guy. Let's get him. Especially Auditizi, a man who can find these hooks at will.
I mean, the only person who can do that is Sans, but here it is.
Okay, heavy spin, locking Vincent. No clear follow-up damage just yet, though. Concealed by Rebellion, looking for Shive. Seems like Ducati is a little bit too fast there.
That was so close, though. But here it is, Rebellion Zion looking to get what they can. Opening up the map, opening up vision, looking for opportunities. Small opportunities, small windows of opportunity to capitalize over, because at this point, that's all they can do. They're falling behind 5K, but here we go!
He has the Immortal. Suppression connects, though. Let's see here.
Oh.
Good wild charge flick there, and Moreno follows it up. Good petrify. Super Ken securing the kill. Vincent now next on the chopping block. Looking to sustain, cannot take more. Rebellion Zion lost 2. Super Key, though, at the end will fall, so it's a 2-for-1. But no jungler for Rebellion as the Lord spawns.
It's just the roamer that they got. It's just Super Key. He can die. It's fine for Bigetron Alpha. That was not a good trade. Rebellion Zion, Auditizi's been landing the hooks, but it has not mattered. It has not impacted them well. Bigetron Alpha always there to capitalize on a hook, where Rebellion should be the ones to actually be the ones to capitalize.
They're desperate, and you can see it. They're putting all their eggs in one basket. They're looking for an engage from Auditizi, and they're going to commit onto that call. And unfortunately, it felt like a wrong call. Super Key instantly uses it to his own advantage, closing that gap, is able to go in for the wild charge, and that gets followed in by everything that Bigetron has, like Super Moreno.
Oh.
And here we are again with Siege coming in from Bigetron Alpha, knocking onto the doorstep of Rebellion Zion, asking them, can you weather the storm? Can you defend this one? And if you can, for how long?
Well, there's another wave here, so the duration is definitely a question now. They're trying to maybe mount up to another topside base turret push, and they're doing well. Power of nature
to cancel out the hook. But the Animal Kingdom is still under attack. Let's see here, will the Fauna survive? The hook wasn't in range, as Rebellion Zion here will have to be satisfied with just one base turret standing.
This is now 10K, Miracle.
It's 10K, and you can definitely see where that 10K is coming from. Shiva has a 3,000 gold lead. Oh, good hook.
Yep, on towards
Body
Akai, though. Heavy spin is the answer. Even he, okay, Immortality.
Wait a minute.
Let's see here. Oh, take a look at the wild charge on towards Sue. Take a look, Zorizo looking damage. Cars will beat insta-burst it down. Zorizo providing space. Rebellion lost a member here in that trade.
Bigetron didn't?
Economy, man, economy.
That 10,000 gold, you can see it. There's a big mistake by BTR. Their carry got hooked. Super Ken got hooked. They weren't able to burst him fast enough, and when they did, he had immortality, so it ended up being a win for BTR despite Rebellion making the right play.
What do you do at this point? Because you would say, okay, look for something on the board, look for some small trades that you can capitalize over, but every time they go for it, it's Bigetron Alpha getting the upper hand. Look at this.
Also Rizzo.
Bumped up together. That was a hook from Shiva into a taunt. It should have been good. But yeah, the gold lead, that's the only explanation. It was just too far of a gap between the gold that Rebellion weren't really able to melt anyone down to threaten even Super Ken, despite taking a lot of turret shots, bloody hunted to the ground, getting shot down by highs. And now it's back to Bigetron Alpha just suffocating Rebellion Zion, holding them base, holding them in the base.
What do they do? Ronnie, this is a tough position to be in if you are Rebellion Zion with this gold gap. Even if they try to look for a contest, it doesn't seem like they've been able to capitalize over it. Do they look for a side push, a side hustle over down in the bottom lane, but who can do that in their composition?
With this economy deficit.
Oh.
Good petrify by Morena Lord taken care of. And take a look at the collapse as Cars will be the first one to fall. Bigetron engaging, closing the gap. Good barrier, but it seems like it will be enough for Rebellion Zion here to disengage. They lost Cars.
Cars has been dismantled, 2-7. A very massive gold lead, 5,000 between the XP lane. My goodness gracious. I don't know what's more than just behind, because I cannot just use Cars being behind as this. Oh,
Potentially the final push of the series. Super can take it out though. Let's see here, Rebellion, can they have another day to fight? Shive, top of the wind of nature. The Lord now needs to be taken care of. The ways wide open though. Good airborne knocked up as well to Sorizo.
Nice.
And Shive finds Cars. The base wide open as the AI has taken control of the Animal Kingdom. And the Sky Kings are their next target.
They came, they saw, and they conquered. An endless debate to the end of time. A classic quarrel between technology versus nature. And today we see that technology reigns supreme.